Hi, Peter G. Schmidt Eagles. I'm back. Welcome back to Counseling Corner with Mrs. Reed, your school counselor. And remember, I'm the person that comes to your classrooms and I love to talk about feelings. I love to talk about friendships. I love to talk about how to self-regulate. That was one of the things we've been working on the last 2 weeks. And remember, self-regulation is when you have all those big feelings going on and you need to get your body back to its base point where you're feeling like, okay, I can do school. I can feel calm. I can just regulate my system. So those are things that I work on during the school year when we're here together, but unfortunately, I'm coming to you per video. But that's okay. We can make it work. So this week, what I get to do is I'm talking about what you're going to receive from your teacher when you pick up your work this week to add to your calming kit. So if you remember, we all got calming kits when we first picked up all of our supplies. It was in your Eagle Strong Pack. I did a video on the calming kit and how to use it. And one of the things I said was my goal was each month we would get something new. So this month, this is what we're getting. And I'm pretty excited about it. So you have a stone and you have a little piece of paper to kind of tell you how to use the stone. And this is called and I just wanted to call it something different, but it is called a mindful stone. I don't know where my mind was going. Obviously, I need to use this stone to help myself out. But this is called a mindful stone. And what's so cool about these is they come in all different sizes and colors. You've got a smaller one that should fit into your hand so that you can rub maybe your thumb on it or your finger, or you can take it and twist it in your hands. You can just hold it if you want. There's no wrong way of doing a mindful stone. That's what's so cool about the mindful stones. You can just make it whatever works for you. So one of the things I did try to look up is where did these mindful stones come from, like in history? And the crazy thing is no one really knows. I think these stones are as old as dirt. I don't know, that's a saying that my mom used to always say, but it just means that they've been around for a super long time. When I looked it up, some people said that the Greeks were the ones that started the mindful stone, but it also pops up in Native American culture, in Tibetan Buddhist culture, all around the world, you can see these stones. So they've been around a really long time. That's the cool thing about them. And they're gonna now be in our calming kits. So, you might be thinking, I have some at home. This is awesome. Some people may already have some, or you might be like, I have never heard of this in my whole life. Well, don't worry. We'll figure it out together. So one thing about the mindful stone is you can keep it just how it is, and it's perfectly fine. But when I decided to do this video, I forgot I had some mindful stones. So I was going to show you a couple that I've had over the years. This is one that I have, and it's a pretty big stone. It's actually not as soft as the one that you're getting, but what is special about this one is that I painted it. And one of the things that you do when you're using your mindful stone is you always think about positive memories or people or situations that you've been in. And so you try to, I always say, put those memories into the stone. So for this one, this heart represents my Aunt Sally. She's pretty much the coolest aunt in the world. And I have so many awesome memories of growing up and being with my Aunt Sally. So when I bring out this stone, I can kind of smile because I can think about a specific memory when I was maybe your age and going over. She lived in Montana. I loved where she lived. I had a cousin that was my age. There's so many thoughts that come along with this stone, and it's all because of this heart and remembering her. I also got one when I was at a beach one year. I don't know if you can see this, but it's 2 different tones and colors. It's really, really smooth, just like the ones that we got. It's small. I can put it in my pocket, or I can put it in my hand. And this one, I have lots of really good memories of going on that vacation, just having fun. It was beautiful out. It was sunny. So I can put all those positive memories in this stone. I also have one that someone got me, and this one says inspire. So some stones have words written on them. I have one by my bed that says kindness. So I can remind myself about making sure I'm always being kind. This one is to inspire learning, to inspire joy, to inspire love. It can be whatever I want, but I can put that thought or the positive message into this stone and bring it out when I need it. So you can keep your stone how it is. You can paint it if you like. You might have a Sharpie at home, or you can just think about something positive to put into the stone. So that's the first part of using this in your kit, is you have to think of positive memories or people, and you have to decide what those are going to be and put it in your stone. So for me, like I said, I love thinking about my Aunt Sally and great times when I was growing up, or I love thinking about sunny places or the sunshine, maybe a special place, a park, or somewhere that you've gone before that always brings back great memories. That's your first step. So then once you do that and you think of your positive memories, your next step is to put it into your calming kit. So when you have a situation where you're feeling big emotions, maybe you have some frustration, maybe you're sad or you're angry, it just depends on, you just know in your body it doesn't feel right. You come and you grab your stone and you can grab your card. Now your card is here to remind you. You put your stone in your hand and you can rub your thumb on it. And your card literally is just to remind you to hold your mindful stone, it says. Stop and connect. So sometimes I put the stone, keep it in my fingers, I put it by my heart because I want to stop and connect with something positive. Or sometimes I put it by my head to remind myself, stop and connect. The next thing it says on the card is slow down. A lot of times we're just going oh, hold on, I'm doing this at school and I just had a bell telling us school's out, it's 3:05. How funny is that? The other one is to slow down. And then the final one is take a breath. And we don't want to take a breath like, we want to take a nice deep breath. And if you need a reminder, if you flip the card over, there's a little breathing symbol. And it'll tell you, breathe in, breathe out. Relax and be calm. You can use your finger on this to breathe in and breathe out, or you can use your stone. Breathe in all those positive memories, the positive things that you have. Breathe out all the negative stuff, however you're feeling. So that's what breathe in and breathe out is all about. So remember, you can name your stone, you can color your stone, you can do whatever you want, decorate it, you can keep it just the way it is. If you want to add some other stones to your calming kit, you can do that too. The reason we're doing this is research actually shows that physical activity, any physical activity, just as simple as running my finger over this stone, the slightest touch, interrupts your brain, and it interrupts it from negative thoughts. How crazy is that? So something just as simple as taking the stone and rubbing it can make all my negative thoughts, maybe not all of them, but change how I'm thinking. It may not take every single thing away, but especially if I put positive thoughts in here or positive memories, it can bring us to a better place, a regulated place. So I challenge you this week to do two things. One is to take out your stone in your card, look it over, but fill it with at least one memory or one person. You might have more than that. Maybe you fill it with 5 things, but at least one memory or one person, fill it with a positive thought. Think about that positive thought while you have the stone in your hands. Do that 2 or 3 times to make sure that that positiveness is in the stone, okay? Then, if you're having a hard day or a hard time, take out your calming kit and take a break, and then bring your card with you and your stone. And remember, this is all to help you change your brain of how we're thinking, and then think back to the positive things that you put in it. And it could really change the outlook on how you're doing. So if math is getting really hard or your reading is really frustrating, take a break. Take a break. My Aunt Sally's still over. Well, she's not still out in Montana, but I like to think of her in Montana when I have this stone. And I love to put myself there. And it always brings me to a positive place. So that's one way to use it. And it's a kind of cool way. So you'd think of some other ways you could use it too, but I challenge you to use it this week. All right. I hope you guys have a great week. I look forward to hearing from your teachers how you guys are using these and if it works for you. Remember, not everything is perfect. Sometimes we have to figure out how it's going to work for us. So enjoy, and I hope you enjoy your Mindful Stone. See you guys next week.